Welcome to Singing, Stretching, and Early Literacy with Miss Katie from the Calcasieu Parish Public Library. This is a program designed to promote early literacy skills in children. Have fun.
Good morning. Welcome to Singing, Stretching, and Early Literacy. I'm Miss Katie with the Calcasieu Parish Public Library, and we're going to have such an exciting, fun time today, singing and stretching and learning about animals. Are you ready to get started? Before we begin, let's check in and just see how we are feeling today. So to do that, we're just going to take 5 breaths. Can you count to 5 with me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to take 5 breaths. Here we go. That's 1, 2, 3, all the way up. Let's fill all the way up. 4, that's 5. Very good. So that helps us kind of check in and see how we feel today. Are y'all ready to use those same deep breaths to help us sing? Okay. Come down to seated if you're not. Just get comfortable. And we are going to sing a cute little song. But if you don't know the words, since we haven't done this in a while, just follow along with me until you get them down. Sound good? Okay, here we go. It goes, stretch as far me, stretch as far you. We're gonna stretch our minds and keep our hearts happy too. That's it. That's the whole song. So we get to stretch and move a little bit. Here we go. Stretch as far me, stretch as far you. We're gonna stretch our minds and keep our hearts happy too. Stretch as far me, stretch as far who? For you. We're gonna stretch our minds and keep our hearts happy too. Last time. Stretch as far me, big stretch. Stretch as far you. We're gonna stretch our minds and keep our hearts happy too. That was so much fun. And it's a great way to start our program. Just to use our voice a little bit and to get some movement in. All right, today we are gonna do stretches like animals. And all these animals have something in common. Can you help me guess? They all have tails to go along with our summer reading program, Tails and Tales. And our first animal is an elephant. Can you see that? Elephant. And that's a big word, but can you help me spell it? What does it start with? What is this letter right here? That's an E. Then we have an L. We have another E. What is this letter? P. H. I know you know this one. A. N. And T. And elephants have tails. And different animals do different things with their tails. The elephant's tail is used to send signals and messages to the other elephants in their group. For example, if they swish their tail a little bit, it could show their fellow group members that they're excited. Take a look at this short clip. Baby elephants also sometimes hold the adult elephant's tail as they make a journey somewhere. And that's for support and guidance from the adult elephants so they don't get lost. Isn't that cute? Okay. Who's ready to do the elephant stretch? To do it, we have to stand up, stand up. Get to move a little bit, get your wiggles out. All right, we're gonna step out wide, because elephants are big, aren't they? They sure are. Okay, what else does an elephant have besides a tail that's really long? That's right, they have a trunk. So let's pretend like we have a big, long elephant trunk. and we're going to take a stretch forward. Good. Oh, I feel this in the back of my legs. Do you? And let's throw our trunk up and pretend like we're splashing water on our back to stay cool. And where's our tail? It's back here, isn't it? We can move our tail a little bit from side to side. You can bend your knees a little bit. And let's do our trunk one more time, all the way up and down to one side, to one side. What if we do a circle with our trunk? Give it a try. It's so much fun. Stretching like an elephant really made me feel wide awake this morning. I got a wonderful feeling in the back of my legs. What about you? Who's ready for our next animal stretch? We are doing a kangaroo. Can you help me spell kangaroo? K-A-N, what is this letter? G, 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 another A, R, R, and what are these? There's two of them. Those are O's. Kangaroo. And what do you think the kangaroo uses its tail for? It's very powerful, I can tell you that. The kangaroo uses its tail to help itself balance and also to propel itself forward when it jumps. Take a look at this short video. Now he's not jumping in this one, but we can see his tail. I do have a picture of a kangaroo mid-jump. Would you like to see it? All right, who's ready to do the kangaroo stretch? Well, since kangaroos use their tails to balance, we're gonna be balancing. So let's stand back up if you're not. And bring your arms up wide. You can stretch just a little bit like you're reaching for a rope above your head. Okay, now arms come out straight. They need to be really strong and straight. They're gonna help us balance. We're gonna come down all the way. Can you balance here like this? Next, try to bring your hands to your hips. What about this? Can you bounce a little bit like a kangaroo? This is really good for your knees and your thighs. Okay, now for the really difficult part. Can you come back up? Let's put our arms out straight again. We need those for balance. Come all the way up. Awesome job, you guys. Okay, so we've stretched like an elephant, and then we tested our strength and our balance like a kangaroo. Can you help me guess our next animal with a tail? I'll give you a hint. This animal can sometimes use its tail like a third arm to pick fruit or swing from the trees. I think I heard someone say it. Yes, it's a monkey. Let's see if you can help me spell monkey. M-O-N. What is this letter? K-E-Y. Monkey. There's lots of different kinds of monkeys. Some have tails and some don't. Let's take a look at this short clip. Can you see those long tails? All right, the monkey stretch is really fun, but it's also very challenging. So just see how far you can go. So to do it, we have to come up onto our knees, and one knee needs to be up and one knee needs to be down on the ground. Now, you can get a stretch here. You can extend your front leg forward and get a stretch on the back of your leg, and you can try to bring your nose towards your knee. If you feel like you can go a little bit deeper, the monkey stretch can come all the way into the splits. I have to hold myself up a little bit because I'm not quite there. But you get a great stretch in both your legs. And whatever we do on one side, we have to try on the other. We want to get an equal stretch on both sides. So can you come up to the other side with one knee down and one knee up? Remember, you can reach this leg forward and get a stretch here, bringing your nose towards your knee. Or you can see if you can go a little bit deeper. Maybe you can hold yourself up here. I have a question for you. So far, our three animals have something else major in common besides just having a tail. To recap, our three animals so far were an elephant, a kangaroo, and a monkey. Does anybody know something else that these animals have in common? I'll give you some hints. They all have a little bit of body hair. They're all warm-blooded, and all the babies drink milk. They're mammals, that's right. They're all land mammals. Our very last animal is way different. It's not a mammal at all. We have a fish. Can you help me spell fish? This one's a little bit easier. It's short. F-I-S-H, fish. And this fish doesn't really have a tail like other animals, does it? But it has a tail fin, and that's back here. Let's take a look at these fish swimming. How are they using their tail fin? They're using it to help propel themselves, aren't they? It helps them with their forward motion through the ocean. Are you ready to give this last stretch a try? Okay, to do this one, we have to be on our bottom and we have to extend our legs out in front of us. And then we're gonna slowly come down to our elbows. And if you lift your heart and let your head drop back just very gently, we get a wonderful stretch in our chest around our heart. Can you stay just a couple of more breaths? To come down, we're just going to slide our arms forward a bit and come all the way down on our back. That's so that we protect our neck. And then we can rock, rock, rock back up to seated. Wasn't that fun? I had such a great time with y'all singing and stretching. Let's review our animals one more time, okay? We had an elephant, a kangaroo, a monkey, and a fish. Which one of these animals was your favorite to do today?
All of our live animal clips were found at pixabay.com under videos, and they're free and fair use. Thank you for joining us for today's early literacy video as part of our summer reading program, Tales and Tales. And keep checking back to our Facebook page so that you don't miss any of our fun summer programming for all ages.